Can I hear an echo of myself? Let's check. Do I hear an echo? Do I hear an echo of myself? Okay, I do hear an echo. I'm fix that real quick. Alright, so the Nintendo Direct is about to start very soon. I'm not going to be here for long. I'm just only on here long enough to do my reaction to this Direct for... It's only a 30-minute Direct for all the upcoming games. Apparently they have a major partner game they're going to announce. I was hoping that we have an update to Metroid Prime 4, of course. Let me go ahead and type out a quick test message. That works. All right, so we're here. We're going to be catching the Nintendo Direct very, 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 very soon. And I guess we'll have like specific streams for because tomorrow morning is when Honkai Star Rail will have its anniversary live stream of its next content. Okay, well, we have 5 minutes. I guess I could do a quick social media promotion since I haven't literally done that in ages now. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Her name is Noelle. That should be enough hashtags for now. Now to make sure Blue Sky knows. Wait, does Nintendo have a Blue Sky themselves? No, it's unofficial. Got it. I'm kind of scuffed right now because I've been kind of I've been in a dooming physical state recently. I literally was doing a acting workshop, and I was also attending an acting meeting for a project. Of course, I can't tell everything about all my acting things unless I'm permitted to. I can't be able to permit to say everything at this time because I just assume that any meetings that I say that's for an acting project, it's I can't say too much about it. Oftentimes, though, the process usually would be that cast and crew would need to have meetings now and then. That's just a natural part of the pre-production process or production process in any case. All right, I'm gonna do like a couple promotions for now. There's not enough time to be able to like cross. Blah. How did I get a piece of hair in myself? Not enough time to get a lot of promotions done across different Discord servers, let alone like a lot of Discord servers permitting me to promote. The only other mushroom I see who is reacting to the direct was Miss Fushi. So of course, as they said on their website, no Nintendo Switch 2 announcements until April 2nd, and we'll try our best to catch the announcements then and there. Matango or Tango-san is having a collab stream right now, and I wonder what's coming up next. Ooh. Da 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 right here. I'm just a teenage dirtbag. Sorry. I can't help myself sometimes. Anyways, we're live now. Nintendo Direct happening soon. I'm just gonna do some little bit of gaming on the side while we got the thing going on. Hey, oh yeah, I forgot. For Hoyo versus Games, you gotta log in. Hold on, do I sound staticky? Let me check. Do I sound staticky? Testing 1, 2. Okay, I don't sound completely staticky. Yay, the direct has started. Let's go. Is this Dragon Quest DLC? We know about this game already, so are we getting DLC or something? Still looks pretty amazing, I'll admit, for like a remake of an old... And see, you could actually do like remakes in this style, just in the most up-to-date 16-bit style, and it still has a lot of charm to it. Man, if Kiba's awake, this would be a pretty great start for Kiba. Yeah, we've known about this one already.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
And what's up, Horizon?
We'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Oh yeah, that's a remake.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
We've known about this for a while now.
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information.
Is that a remake exclusive character?
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
What is the partnership game that they announced, that they're going to announce? Seems like we're gonna have a bunch of third parties.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Bro, this is not the sci-fi game I'm looking for. I'm waiting for Metroid Prime 4 updates. But I'll give it a listen. Wait.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring.
Oh.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to
Oh, this is from the
Kaname,
I
an
series.
internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
Oh, you can actually see the frames being choppy.
Subjects' dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
Bro, it's kind of choppy, not gonna lie. Because it's Nintendo
Puzzles
Switch.
in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch.
Spike
system
Chunsoft is the same
July
people
25th.
behind Danganronpa. Let's see what's next.
Unleash the supernatural.
Persona? That looks like a Persona model. Or Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei? I knew it! Alright, Atlas, what we cooking?
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in
Wait,
the year Taisho 20,
this is an action RPG?
Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
This looks like a Final Fantasy.
Strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful
This
attack.
reminds me of Final Fantasy 12.
Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered: The Mystery of the
Oh, it's a
Soul
remaster
Zone
version.
launches on Nintendo Switch, June 19th.
Alright.
Pre-orders begin
I
later
see y'all with the
today on
remastering
Nintendo
Sega.
eShop.
I see y'all.
Consume darkness.
Why not consume chaos? I
With
thought
your
that's the meme.
memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Oh, it's from
where
Bandai
you're
Namco.
greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Puckman! Yo,
Who is this spherical
it's the new
stone
Pac-Man game. Let's go.
in a mysterious, maze-like world. Your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world.
Bro, this is what Bandai has decided to do? That's kind of crazy, but
You can phase shift and combine
I'm kind of digging
to
it.
explore
It's a new
areas
way to play
you
Pac-Man.
previously
Waka 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 waka.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form.
Hey, yo, what?
Powerful attacks
We can do what with Pac-Man? Hey, yo, what?
by consuming
What?
you'll collect resources
What the f-
that can then be
What the
used
fuck
to
is?
enhance your abilities.
Wait, what? Bandai, what y'all cooking?
Work to uncover
What are they
true
cooking here?
and devour enemies to survive this cruel
Okay, I remember that part of the trailer.
twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo
Oh
Switch
my
July
goodness
18th.
sakes, that is... Bandai is cooking something here.
The rhythmic march begins.
Oops, my bad.
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
Ooh, the Patapon games. I was just going back to my dashboard to see what's popping.
Different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward.
I definitely remember this rhythm game.
Pawn Patapon has them attack.
It is definitely well animated.
you string
I think it's like one of those hand-drawn animation games, or like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is hand-drawn animation. Which, once again, commendable.
From the horse-riding Kiba Pond to the shield-savvy Tate Pond, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Leave the Patapons and march.
No! Frick. Okay, there you go. Hey, a new Story of Seasons. New cozy game.
The Nintendo DS system. This immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your
I'd love
farm
to be a
while
voice actor
growing
for a
crops,
cozy game
caring
someday.
for animals.
Story of Seasons has, alongside Harvest
Then
Moon,
sell your produce and other wares at the town's
they have been going on for a long time. But people dig this gameplay, it's relaxing for a lot of people.
Market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyrtown's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Oh, that helps a little bit. So there's not a lot of invisible walls,
The
barriers.
winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
How much time has passed already? Like nearly 10 minutes?
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
Metroid Prime? Partner game? Hopefully the stream is loud enough. Metroid! Metroid! Let's freaking go! Let's go! Let's see, let's get it. All right, give us some more juice. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What else can we do as Samus here?
This is the unknown planet.
Hi, how are you?
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
This should run really well on the Switch too, by the way. If they're pushing for performance. Do we get anything new for the combat?
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Ah, that's the Metroid charm right there.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams,
Oh!
power of her mind.
Oh, bro, that's super helpful.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Because she's the chosen one. Oh my god, I called it. Bro, how did I call it?
And what will be her fate after being summoned to view Rose.
Hey, yo, Metroid's
Intertwining beyond space and time.
a big Metroid.
A new tale.
Is that a new Metroid phase? Evolved Metroid phase? Oh, man. They literally call her the Chosen One. I am... Wow. Gravity suit? New suit? Wait, that ain't no gravity suit. Wait, what suit is that? I gotta know.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Yeah, that's the charm of Metroid and Legend of Zelda.
Up some
The
mischief?
puzzle-solving power-ups. We love those.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the cursed cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them. in
Another
real life.
Disney game? Hello?
Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can
Da
upgrade
da
your
da
ingredients
da
to
da
produce
da
some
da da
wildly
da
wicked
da da da
creations.
da.
The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines,
Gaston
leading
da
to
da
different
da da.
outcomes
Gaston
every
da.
time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen?
A lot of these villains aren't
Cursed Cafe.
not this interactive,
Later
because a lot of these villains are from the Brother Grimm stories. Of course, gotta get the Disney money.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Ooh, pixel graphics.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
Oh, it's another
During
school
class,
game. That's
use
so
magic
cute.
Circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes.
I love these kind of graphics.
Take on various
It's so
jobs to help pay for
classy.
tuition,
It reminds me of Habbo Hotel, but a lot more refined.
or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players.
Honestly, I
can
swear
make magic
16-bit is so
together in online
timeless.
co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I need the soundtrack for this game. That is so relaxing to listen to.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusted hero
Ooh,
with magical
yo,
parts.
this is hand-drawn.
Use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world.
I love
Uncover the secrets
these kind of
of
animations that are hand-drawn.
Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Like, the animations are so buttery smooth for a lot of them.
40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot 'em up games.
I know Gradius. I kind of grew up on this game.
Gradius,
I must be like a boomer. No, wait, I am a boomer, technically.
Life Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Wait, a new one?
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later.
Hey,
today.
yo, a brand new one. Okay.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames.
Oh, I love the animations of the
stages,
Necro
and
Dancer
global
series.
leaderboards.
I also love
Plus,
rhythm
more
gaming.
musical mayhem awaits in the the Celeste
I don't play it often, but I do love rhythm gaming. Since
be on the lookout
Rock Band
for
and Guitar
what
Hero,
you'll see
Tap
in the
Tap.
future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later
Some of these
today.
third-party titles are also available, not on the Switch though.
Let's see what's in store.
Tamagotchi? Wait,
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
oh my
There
goodness.
are stores
Childhood!
galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making
Oh
the
my
town
goodness
livelier
sakes.
than
We
before.
literally
With over 100 new and classic
went from the
Tamagotchi,
the
business
keychain
is
toy
sure to be booming.
to this kind of game.
Get ready to
This is
set
so
up shop
cute.
When Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch, June
Oh,
20th.
I gotta wishlist this game. This is so cute. Hey! It's Legends Pizza! Let's go! Mega Evils are back too. Mega Evolutions, let's freaking go! Boom, 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 boom!
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
Oh yeah, that's only one of the
To
cities.
make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll
I
be the
have a hard time
players
believing this
of
city is our
Pokemon
entire
and
environment
people of
though.
Lumio City.
I don't know, man. I feel like we need more than just one city for a map, you know?
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
Like, yeah, you have the wild zones here, but it's
These
like,
areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
you're still within the city
You
itself.
can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Hey, yo, what?
Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen.
Dun,
and
dun,
you'll land a
dun,
surprise
dun.
attack.
Boom, boom,
During
boom.
battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Hey, yo, it's the classic song. Let's go. That's the battle song.
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Welcome back, Mega Evos. Welcome back.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
Oh, that's one way to put it.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Was that the overarching story?
Day and night are 2 sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Yo.
What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA.
How are they going to
launches on
incorporate the
Nintendo
leg-
Switch later this year?
How are they going to incorporate the legendary mascot later?
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night.
Well,
It
now we got
seems there are even
clarification.
More secrets to uncover.
How do people live at nighttime, though? That's the
More
question.
information in the future.
Like, what if they don't want to battle?
Next, please take a look at this.
What if they don't want to battle? Can they just get on by safely? Maybe along the sidewalks?
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop.
Oh, that's fine.
But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
Wait, is this the next rhythm game entry?
You wanna see?
Yeah.
Just press the button to jump through the ring.
Wait, which button? Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Bro, I swear I pressed it at the right time. Boop.
But the timing is super tricky. Oop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that's the Japanese vowel sound. A, I, E, U, A, O.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Cat! Yo, the rhythm game is back.
Into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear?
Yo, a new rhythm game, a new series in the rhythm gaming series. I'm down for this.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
All right, we have 6 more minutes.
Let's take a look.
Let's see if they're gonna cook some more.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system
Correct.
and a Legend of Zelda game in this one,
Correct.
freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Correct.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Uh-huh.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card.
Huh? Wait,
In
what?
the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Explain.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Oh, that's the convenience.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Huh.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want.
I
Just as
see.
if you had inserted a physical game card.
Huh.
With
Intriguing.
virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Okay.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Huh.
Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
I see.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Intriguing.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
All right, we got 3 minutes. Let's see if they'll finish cooking. Oh, it's probably this third-party stuff. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, I know that game. High on Life. Yes, High on Life. High on Life is really fun. It's trippy, kind of fun to listen to. Dear Villagers Star Overdrive. I don't know if I heard of that one. Strafe-on Studio, The Wandering Village. Looks like an interesting management sim. Glowmate King of Meat. Oh my goodness sakes. Wait, did they finish beta testing for King of Meat? I need to look it up. Luz Lagoon. Hold on a second. What was that last game?
Uncover history once more.
I almost forgot about King of Meat. That game looks so
An
much fun.
HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will, the explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine.
Is this Square
across
Enix?
generations in this epic RPG.
This design style looks very Square Enix.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2
Okay, that is a Square Enix game.
launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, we finally got a game releasing today. Hello.
Monumental adventures await.
Yo, the presentation's almost over. Is this the last trailer?
On peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
Oh god, that's
Games
trippy.
contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today.
All right.
on Nintendo eShop.
Do we have one final announcement that is a banger?
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Ah, I would figure that there's a third one. Oh, a new golf game?
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just right. And take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall.
What the
It's
heck?
golf that's not quite par for the course.
So we have
Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together.
this.
locally
Wait, did one of the
or
golfers just do the
online.
whip? Bro, I swear one of them
So
did the
just
whip.
relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
This is a
launches on
Bondi
Nintendo
game?
Switch this year.
Bro, we got Mario Golf and now we have this.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15 including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge.
Hey, yo, a Marvel game.
Quarters combatants to aerial aces. You can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities.
This looks like
And
Capcom
spawn
design.
your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's
Oh,
strengths to
AIM
overwhelm
scientists,
your foes.
X-Men characters,
Other
Avengers.
Players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Oh, this is by Dotemu and Tribute? Huh.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different super.
This is so like
Next is our last game announcement.
Street Brawler
Please take a
style that Capcom would usually design. All right, what's this last announcement? Show us something big. Major. Is this a cozy game? Is this the new Metopia?
How refreshing.
Wait. Is this the newest entry? Oh my god. So this is what we're ending on, huh? Tomodachi Life.
Living the dream.
Tomodachi landed 2 times in this presentation. 2 times. What the frick?
Did you want to talk?
I don't know. Oh, good thing that was a dream, right?
Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Wait,
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
wait, do you actually have the final announcement?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Of course.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Oh?
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
I guess I gotta download it then. Huh. What do you know?
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Well, it wasn't exactly the best direct, but it's an okay direct. I think what really weighs it down is just the lack of hype material for the Nintendo Switch 2, because the only thing they had as the cherry on top was just the new app that they're launching, right? So the only material that we've had to, like, you know, build up some adrenaline is just literally the new footage with Pokemon Legends Pizza, as well as Metroid Prime 4. because those are like flagship Nintendo titles for the Nintendo library. Everything else has been mostly just third-party stuff that you may or may not be interested in. So, yeah, this was an okay direct. I think we're just really going to have to hold out for next Wednesday, which is April 2nd, when we're finally going to have updates for the Nintendo Switch 2. Speaking of April, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about 3 to 4 weeks left to finish archiving our content for the VODs channel. Speaking of which, if anybody wants to watch most of my content that I started streaming with from 2018 to 2019, my VODs channel is open with all of that footage. I am still trying my best to archive any more material that I can archive as best as possible from 2020 to 2024. I think we're good in terms of 2025 from January to February. I'll make sure to double check again. But as for right now, my main focus is making sure all of y'all have the content for both whatchamacallit. Let me also go ahead and put up a I have this whole thing for a distraction, right? I'm gonna put like a new thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna put some music in the background, and I'll be right back with y'all as soon as I could. All right, hang tight. I'll play some music in the background, and if anybody wants to discuss the Nintendo Direct content some more, I'll be back from the bathroom to talk with y'all about it when I'm back from the bathroom. Because I really need to go so badly, and I don't want any weird thing to happen when I'm at the bathroom. All right, here we go. Let me get some music going for y'all. Wait, am I staticky? Hold on, am I staticky? It's like kind of staticky. Like I could see that I'm speaking with some static. Hang on. It might be my cable again. Bro, I swear my cable is like so sensitive or something nowadays. Okay, we really need to get this replaced. It's kind of better. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. Let me just listen to myself again. Does it still sound staticky? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's like completely staticky. Let me bring myself back first. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So yeah, the Nintendo Direct for today. Oh boy. Wait, hold on. Oh, the King of Meat requires an Amazon ID. Wait, I could just sign in with my Twitch account. Yeah. I think I have a game ID with my Amazon account anyways, so... There's no Amazon ID account linked to this. What the frick? Are you kidding me? When do you need to make an ID? Can you just simply sign in with... Hold on. I haven't logged into like Amazon for like a long time. Did I ever make an account with Amazon Games ID? Spirit City Lo-Fi is now available for like $7.79. Where? On Steam? On Steam? Ooh. Wait, it's Thursday, right? Oh shoot! Hold on. Epic Games, right? Epic Games has still got a free game within the next 10 minutes. Hold on. Let me get on that. Real quick. Do I have Jurassic World Evolution? There's a spring sale on Epic Games Store. Okay, so maybe I don't have an account with this. Wait, unless I got in my spam box? Spam? Is it in spam? Oh no, it's not in spam. Huh. I guess not. So I gotta make an account. Okay then. Sorry if I'm sniffling, y'all. I'm just, oh man. I'm still trying to recover myself. So what is it about the direct? Honestly, there hasn't been like so much I'm like too captivated by. I literally got to go back onto my stream just to check myself. The Pac-Man game with its new footage definitely Vonda was kind of cooking something there, and that certainly made me laugh so hard. I haven't laughed that hard in like a long time. Forgot Tamagotchi to like show up twice is really intriguing. Yeah, super intriguing. I'm also double checking something real quick, because, oh wait, what? All right, how does the new... Okay, so that's how the new web event works in Genshin. Got it. So you gotta do area exploration quests until next week. Wait, actually I don't mind doing that world quest. We gotta like do a single stream about it, actually. I like the writing for it, not gonna lie. Honestly, they cook with the writing and the side quests more than the story quests nowadays, in my opinion. Let's see. Go to the village. Take over a cow. Unlock the statue. Complete the world quest. Unlocks after completing all the quests. Okay. I thought it's like a... like do something like every single day kind of thing. Okay. I was like wondering about that. Maybe I'll work on the side quest, if that's a side quest, right? I'll do it on my other account. All right, let's get back to talking about the Nintendo Direct. So, I think honestly the only announcements that definitely grabbed my attention really well have been Pokemon Legends Pizza, the new footage regarding the nighttime activities. So now we know during the daytime, it's a lot more passive in Lumio City for you to catch Pokemon, and then you do the battle at nighttime with trainers. We still don't have any clue as to what Zygarde does. Some people have speculated, theorized that Zeraora might be part of the plot because, well, Zeraora, the Pokemon's name literally starts from Z and ends with A, right? Right. So, like, it would make sense for Zeraora to be part of the plot for Legends Pizza. Now, let's check Zeraora's Pokédex entry. Like, it is very interesting that this is a cat that has evolved from a volcano. Okay. But then again, Zeraora is literally from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. It is the last Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Moon. And then interestingly after that, Melmetal and Meltan came after that. And after they were released in Pokemon Go, they were made official in the Pokemon anime. And then we have the Galar Pokédex after Meltan and Melmetal. Actually, now that I think about it, has there been any update to Zygarde's entry on Bulbapedia? Whenever I play a Pokemon game nowadays, I gotta open up Bulbapedia. So we've seen Zygarde in his 10%... In its 10% form. Yeah, Zygarde has appeared in its 10% form for a while. It can appear as Zygarde cells, or Zygarde cores, and Zygarde apparently has a prominent role in the anime for whatever reason. They decided to write that into the anime. It also has a complete form, which is a massive beast. And is part of the Aura trio for Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde. And of course, Zygarde and not Zygarde, Xerneas and Yveltal are the mascots of life and death, eternal life and eternal death. Zygarde, I'm not really so sure what's the medium that what's like the force in between that Zygarde represents. I think it has something to do with like the tree of Yggdrasil. Something about like and also, how the frick does this dragon have 4 signature moves? That is crazy. That is ridiculous. But they have established in the Pokemon anime, like, the lore of the trio a lot more, like, concrete written in the anime than in the video games. So I'm kind of glad that they try to give some body to Zygarde lore in Pokemon Legends Pizza. Because it feels such a throwaway, right? You thought that we would have a third game with the Kalos region. That's what it's called. But instead we move on to Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Kind of like how how Ultra is a sequel to Sun and Moon, just like Black and White 2 are the sequels to Black and White. And like X and Y just never got like a proper follow-up feature. And the letter Z, well, it got dragged into the next series. It got dragged into the next series as Z moves for whatever reason. It just felt like an honest throwaway. You know what else? I love the environment of Pokemon Sun and Moon, but it's so freaking linear. That's what I really despised. There was so much hand-holding, and the linearity. It's probably the most linear Pokemon game. Now, granted, most Pokemon games are very linear by design, but it is super obvious and very physically, mechanically apparent in the Alola region. Oh. Like, I want to enjoy a Pokemon version of Hawaii, right? But dude, the constant hand-holding, the constant linear design, that's probably the most linear out of all Pokemon games. It's just... So I'm pretty much glad that in Pokemon Violet, we can be able to challenge the gyms in any order. And do whatever story we want in any order. It's the freest I've ever felt in a Pokemon game, and I love it. Oh. So, I want them to take their time and cook. But unfortunately, I'm not looking forward to another Pokemon game where we have to purchase the expansion pass for like the next one. I'm totally not looking forward to that. Hell nah. Not at all, man. Ugh, but Legends Pizza, I want to finish like Legends Arceus. I'm starting to get into the groove of that game. I just haven't really decided to pick it up again at all. Like at all. Okay. What else? What else caught my attention besides the Pokemon game, the Dark Mazes or something? That was kind of fun. The fact that we merged with like a new version of Pac-Man and be able to like do like a mecha combination transformation, that is so Japanese design. That is such a huge Japanese design. But I'm still all for it because I just enjoy it back and forth. Oh, that is so charming. Oh, so charming. Oh, man. What else? Trying to think of what else to say. New entries to existing third-party games. Kibo is here. The Dragon Quest at the beginning of the game with a new character. Definitely something. So we have like Square Enix being part of a couple things. Oh yeah, there's the action RPG. I forgot what it's called, but it's also by Sega. I believe the same team behind Persona and Shin Megami. It still has the mechanics to like let you convince enemy demons to go to your side. What else? Oh man. A new rhythm game definitely is pretty hype. Since it's been a while since we had a proper rhythm game in the Rhythm series, we probably had new rhythm mini games in the new WarioWare. I believe they have the same designers or similar designers. So a lot of their aesthetics are the same. What else? The Tamagotchi games are pretty cute. I don't know if it's something that I'll actually invest time and effort into. I do love me my cozy games, so that Story of Seasons game. Ooh. Looks pretty nice to me. I feel like I got enough library of cozy games though. But and there's the thing is that cozy games, you have a whole crowd for it. You have a whole crowd for like Stardew Valley. You have a whole crowd for Animal Crossing. You have a whole crowd for like so many other similar games in the market. The My Life trilogy, because we have a third game confirmed, right? Or no, my Time series. My Time in Sandrock, My Time in Portia, and then we have like the new one, I forgot what the third one is called. There's a following for that as well, for them being like open world cozy. And Palia is also a multiplayer cozy game that's going to get a new map. I just really would love to find a cozy crowd again. It would be fantastic to like find a cozy audience for a cozy crowd. The thing is though, is that I'm an ever-shifting streamer. I am hearing myself echo. My bad. One moment I enjoy playing a cozy game, right? Yeah. One moment I enjoy playing a cozy game. The next moment, I find myself going into a racing game or an action game. Also, why the heck is my category on Genshin Impact? I just realized that the category is not Genshin. That's funny. I mean, the streamer program is not available anymore anyways. I'll just update the category at the end of stream anyways. In any case. I mean, nobody pointed that out. I mean, to be fair, I had Genshin running in the background because I was doing one daily activity before the program caught my attention. I'm also going to go ahead and I thought I'd actually changed the title already. That's weird. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to have to make sure I correct all that information when when stream is over. Like, I have to do that immediately. I'm just a scuffed streamer in general, y'all. Like, don't mind me. Don't pay attention about that. Oh, man. What else do I say? Right, let's get back to the program, because that's what we're talking about right now, right? As we're ending stream, as I'm wrapping things up. Is there anybody else who's talking about the Nintendo Direct at the moment, or am I literally the only one doing the talking about Nintendo Direct stuff? Well, no, there's another mushroom who's talking about Nintendo Direct stuff right now. Things are going well for her, though. She's doing well for herself. When there's just pretty happy stuff. Oh, okay. I don't want to change games at the moment. I might. Do I want to do like a different stream later? I've been taking some time to myself recently because I want to make sure I'm caught up on, well, most importantly, the exports for y'all, for the VOD channel, for anybody who wants to literally catch my original content for way back in the day. Now, here's the thing. I do understand that they say that, like, you know, people don't contribute to any watch time for highlights of past streams. Yes, it's not a massive amount of viewership for past stream archive stuff and whatnot, but VODs don't last forever, and our streams don't last forever, and there are people who just genuinely would not want to miss a moment that their favorite streamer has already recorded. Like, I had a whole playthrough of Persona 3 Reload last year, right? We're about to hit the 1-year anniversary of that. And a dude who hasn't been here for a long time, like, appreciated that I archived my playthrough for my series. And now I have to move that entire series over to YouTube. And now I'm doing the same thing to Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild was the first game one of my first games I did a series of playthroughs for alongside Persona 3 Fez. Additionally, I have to go back into Persona 3 Fez Edition so I can actually 100% the compendium. But first, I need to know how to properly mod the game first, because for some reason I can't get the mods working. And also, like, it's an old school game. I'm pretty sure it's, like, pretty friendly to go ahead and mod it. I know, like, companies are a little bit pretty strict on, like, modifying a lot of modern titles. A lot of old school things might have a little bit more leeway. It's just pretty client dependent. Because if anything, we have to consider, like, how many first-party titles are there compared to, like, third-party titles on the market of video games. And as we observe for the Nintendo Direct, we have a fair amount of third parties, basically. After all, like, the console developers themselves, they can't push out a first-party constantly. So that's why when they have these presentations, they will always have other studios, other companies, other subsidiaries to provide and contribute to the big presentation in general. So that's what's up. That's why, like, Square Enix has showed up at least 2 times. That's why Tamagotchi has showed up 2 times. etc., amongst other studios. Oh, heck, we even had a Disney game on here because, you know, Disney pays really good money. And let's remember, Nintendo is one of the top, I believe it is still currently the top earning company in Japan right now. And over on for the Eastern market, as for the Western market, that would be Disney. Yeah. And it's how Nintendo and Disney go hand in hand because they're both marketing towards a family-friendly demographic, right? So they both go hand in hand with each other. So the money that they can earn with each other just bounces back and forth fairly well. Okay, let me see. So that Pac-Man game gave me the most amount of reactions overall. What else? I'm trying to think what else. The Tamagotchi games are cute. The Story of Seasons game definitely grabbed my attention. The Shin Megami looking action game looked interesting. I'm glad we got more footage for Metroid Prime 4. Perfect, my motion tracking is good for this. More footage from Metroid Prime 4. Pretty hyped that we got a new suit. Considering Metroid Prime does take place before the Metroid Fusion, because in the timeline of Metroid, I believe Fusion was the last episode. And then we have Metroid, the newest Metroid game on the Switch that I keep on forgetting the title for. That came after Fusion, so that technically is the last game of the series. And the Prime series occurred before the last two games in chronological order. Now, what would be really cool is it's kind of just like how the Zero Mission was the facelift in the remake of the original Metroid and expanded upon it greatly, like lore-wise as well as environment-wise. And the same thing happened with like Metroid 2 Samus Returns. Kind of expanded, kind of maintained the original body of the original game. It would be cool if that treatment was given to Metroid Fusion, I would think. Bring it up to like Metroid Prime level of like rated T horrifying, I guess, because oh man, the heebie-jeebies that you would get with a Metroid Fusion remake. Or like a remaster of the past Metroid games. Now, if the original Metroid experience was revisited for a remake, that would be genuinely surprising because it is the most deeply invested for Metroid lore game ever. Because, wow, Samus gets to go back to where she was founded. She gets to go to a lot of different environments that she's had experience with. Oh man, her beef with Ridley will keep on cooking if we revisit past titles. Oh yeah, technically Ridley is dead by the time you get to Fusion, now that I think about it. Yeah, Ridley has long been dead from like a specific amount of the games. Ooh. We do have a new Metroid form, and as well as the original, one of the original baby Metroids. The psychic abilities seem pretty cool. Definitely puzzle-solving mechanic, but also pretty cool that it really helps you to fix your trajectory. Like, if your aim is off, you can literally use psychic to save your aim. And I wonder if that's something that they'll bring into Fragpunk. Because Fragpunk lets you do, like, funky mechanical stuff that can, like, alter your gameplay greatly. What else? Okay. So, my excitement was through the roof with the Metroid Prime 4 footage. And, what was it? Metroid Prime 4 footage. Oh, I'm trying to wrap my thoughts up considering that I'm going to end stream pretty soon in the next several minutes. The new suit really has me curious. Alongside, I'm pretty sure, a lot of other people. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a juiced up gravity suit. Or like the super varia before like the final suit of fusion. Yeah, I wonder. Because we have to remember, in chronological order, the Prime series took place before the final 2 games. I do have a copy of the final Metroid game, I just haven't decided to play it myself yet. I mean, it would be fun to run as like an anniversary game. Now that I think about it. Yeah, this is the Animal Crossing music. This is relaxing to listen to. All right. What else? Let me see. So that's my current thoughts for Metroid Prime 4. What other game has got my attention? Oh my goodness sakes, the old PC. I am a boomer. I'm feeling the oldness. I'm feeling my gray hairs accelerating. Okay. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. The only thing I'm pretty skeptical about for Pokemon Legends Pizza is why is it all in Lumio City? It's like you take the central core of Legends Arceus and then just literally made it the core location that you can only run around in. Although I do get it, like most cities in real life, they're big, they're expansive. As someone who's frequented New York City like so many different times, going through Manhattan, through Hell's Kitchen, I don't remember if I even stepped foot into Harlem at least once. Upper West Side and all that. I don't even remember if I took a trip to Brooklyn or Queens, the Bronx. I do understand that you can take a city environment and make it like, you know, huge. It's just something not so traditional for a Pokemon game for a while. I feel like with Legends, no. I feel like with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I believe they had like the core city at the right size. It was not too big. It was not too small. And it still gave you an open environment to go around and capture Pokemon and interact with trainers with, as well as any other activities on the map. So, for everything to happen in Lumio City, I don't know. It feels kind of dirty because the is it the Kalos region? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's the Kalos region. Yeah, the Kalos region. The Kalos region is more than Lumio City, though. Because in the Kalos region, So Galar is literally right next to... Wait. And Lumio City is literally the center of everything, right? Yeah. Lumio City is literally the center of Kalos, but that should not be the entirety of, like, all the gameplay, though. That's the thing. Because Kalos is divided into 3 regions. Coastal, Mountain, and Central. And we have the rest of the city. You start out in Vanderbilt Town. Granted, it was not, like, the biggest town on the block. It's just literally, like, a few houses and whatnot. Definitely... A lot of the towns and cities are so adapted better in the anime, for sure. And then you move on to Aquacore Town, Santaloon City, which is one of your starter smaller cities. Again, I really love how the anime just... They do the town and city design justice in the anime. Lumio City is where you start to have a really in-depth environment, especially with like the camera angles that they give you through the 3DS in Lumio City. And of course, it's also going to be the main star of the show in Legends Pizza. And then you move on to Kemfrier Town. Again, not really a big thing, but it has a big mansion for a noble family. You have a coastal city called Silage City. Pretty decently designed coastal city that's similar to the solar panel city of the Sinnoh region, which I do not remember the name for, but I know what it looks like. Then you move on to Ambret Town, which is like a town near the coast. Doesn't look like much of a location, but I believe it's known for having a museum. Yeah, it's a museum town. Then you have Geosenge Town, which is located right near a monument. I guess resembling Stonehenge. Chaleur City belongs to the Tower of Mastery for the Master Stones. This is like where they put in a big part of the Mega Stone lore, because the Kalos region introduced Mega Evolution, the whole like thing that people compare to Digimon. And then you have Coumarine City, which is made up of a few buildings and a dock. I believe it looks like a city for imports and exports into the Kalos region. And they have like a really autumn town called Lavea City. This is definitely a pretty like suburban looking town, more so than a city. Then you have Dendemil Town, which is known for having its windmill. And this one's more of the farming town, if anything. Then you have Anastar City. There is a very famous monument in this city for, again, contributing to the lore of Mega Evolution. Coraway Town, nothing too significant. There's a lot of water in this town. I suppose a good reminder of the the different waterfalls that people enjoy. You have Snowbell City, which of course is your typical ice town up in the mountains. And then lastly, you have the fancy looking Pokemon League. And then post game, you have Kulud City. It's a post game city. So my concern is, unfortunately, that we will not have access to no locations until the game is done. That is my concern. Now, granted, I like the gameplay we're getting in Pokemon Legends Pizza, but my issue is still that... My main issue is still that... freaking... We're going to spend every single moment in Lumio City and not be able to step foot outside of it. Too bad, like, the main trainer leaders don't really have too much of an impact. Well, Clement joins the party in the anime. Viola is kind of pretty, and she does give me a similar vibe to Gardenia. Oh, wait, she has a sister. Yeah, Alexa is her older sister. Interesting how she's named Pansy in the Japanese version. You know what's really interesting is that, like, the Pokemon character art often in, like, literally compared the Pokemon character art compared to how they're designed in the anime, they feel like more rigid and more serious in the video games compared to how they are from how they appear in the anime, to be honest. That's how it feels for me. But then again, it also depends on the depend on the scene and design and stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot Karina was the Tower of Mastery NPC, because you also have an exclusive like battle sprite of her using her Mega Stone. Yeah, so she's kind of important. She's kind of cute. She was the one of the main Pokemon leaders who kind of stood out, I suppose. I'm not exactly 100% of a fan with the way her outfit is designed. It just kind of feels like all shoved together. Like you have her tails coming out of her helmet. The only reason I like Karina a little bit is how she helps you in understanding Mega Evolutions. That's it. Otherwise, like, none of the other leaders don't feel like they land much of an importance at all. I'm not gonna lie. The gym battle music was poppin' though. I do love the gym battle music of the Kalos region. Alright, Valerie, I'll admit she's pretty. And also, she is the very first fairy type trainer, leader, yeah. Valerie is the very first major trainer of fairy type, because the Kalos region is when we are introduced to the fairy type as well. Why the heck does she look cuter in the anime, not gonna lie? Let me see. Not really interested in those two. Clement joins the party in the anime. Now let's look at the Elite Four. Malva belonged to Team Flare. I believe it seems like she was a previous admin. Bruh, she's got multiple actors. Even Kira Buckland voiced Malva. That is crazy. Well, Kira Buckland has voiced a lot of different characters. She is like, I would say, my voice acting Oshi, I would say. She's got like a really great voice, and she is super knowledgeable of the industry in general. It's so admirable. So yeah, I've had a great amount of respect and admiration for Kira Buckland for the longest time. Oh, Morgan Berry is like one of her voices. Holy crap. Seabold is like, he looks kind of interesting. And then Wickstrom and Wolfric just look like the typical designs of their character archetypes. And unfortunately, as much as I want to like Diantha, there's really not much to like about Diantha. Like, sure, people can shrimp on Diantha. Oh, Laura Poston has voiced Diantha at least once. That's cool. But to be honest, in terms of her writing, she just like randomly shows up maybe like once or twice and is like sort of helps to help us stop like Team Flare, I guess. Otherwise, she just doesn't land as much as an impact as Cynthia. Man, we're just going on a big tangent with Pokemon the moment I start talking about a Pokemon game. I oftentimes are so reflective of my experience of Pokemon before I started streaming. Holy crap. Yeah. In terms of like champions, Cynthia still lands the most major impact for a lot of people. Now, we do have like generations 1 through 3 elite elite 4 as well as their champions, the Battlefront. Oh, not Battlefront tier. Sorry, what's that specific location in every single Pokemon game again? Pokemon League, right? I don't know. Definitely, like a lot of the Kalos region's leaders just definitely personally do not land much of a specific impact on me, whether it's in the form of how their Pokemon teams were or how their writing was. Honestly, a lot of the non-leader types have more impactful writing for the Kalos region, and I will definitely say that a lot of the writing they've done for the anime definitely saves definitely saves the overall region plot. I believe they've certainly done so for the Pokemon XYZ anime, because in Pokemon XYZ, right? Depending on which version that people own, like X or Y, you have the big bad of Team Flare, right? Who will say, "Oh, I will show you, kid, the kid who tries to stop me, I'll show you what eternal life is like, or what eternal death is like." It's like literally one of the edgiest Pokemon plots in all of Pokemon, and unfortunately, Zygarde was just left out to dry in the dust, alongside Mewtwo. Even for a fun fact, you could be able to get Zygarde and Mewtwo after you beat the main plot and Pokemon League of the Kalos region for Pokemon X and Y. And also Narukami, thank you for the raid.
You had quite the speech. Oh yeah, you have Tanya talks.
You're not gonna hear this on VC, so I'm gonna have to mute myself. Son of a Tate. Just when I was gonna like... It's funny enough, because I was about to raid Narukami myself.
I'm just gonna be a cat. The cat will be the one who will be representing the voice. So yes, Mr. Narukami, we thank we thank him for the raid, and for now, Tonya will be talking telepathically to everybody. Tonya is now a cat, and Tonya will stare everybody into their souls. Because that's what cats do best. Cats stare everybody into their souls. And she will be staring into everybody's souls for 5 minutes. Because Mr. Miltendo was on a tangent talking about Pokemon before the birthday boy has raided in as he was wrapping up his discussion. And for some reason, something is not working on the technology side of things, because technology does not want to work properly. There we go. Now we can see the technology works properly. Well, welcome everybody to Mr. Miltendo's stream, where we do talk about Nintendo, and currently on the same day, the company Nintendo has decided to host a presentation for during Mr. Narukami's birthday. Yes. And so right now, Mr. Miltendo was originally discussing his thoughts of the program. Unfortunately, none of the games that were discussed during the program will be relevant to anybody who does not own the Nintendo Switch or is not interested in third-party indie titles. But basically, to summarize what Miltendo got a reaction to, the new Pac-Man game that Bandai Namco was cooking was definitely something that got him laughing out loud and almost dying in his chair. That's right, his chair is almost suffered the wrath of Miltendo's mushy booty cheeks and intense laughter. Miltendo was also happily excited at Metroid Prime 4 new footage and the new Pokemon game that has new footage and information as well. Apparently Tamagotchi is getting 2 new games, and there will be a new rhythm game series. There will be a new Rhythm Heaven game called Rhythm Heaven Groove. Finally, a new Rhythm Heaven game. Also, there is a Story of Seasons new game as well, we believe. And yes. Miltendo is currently not here, Mr. Narukami. Mr. Senpai has decided to request Tonia's services for now. So Tonia is inhabiting the spirit of a cat and staring into everybody's souls until Mr. Miltendo returns. And that is a good birthday boy. A good birthday boy shall grab his fish. How appropriate. Mr. Narukami has caught a peacock fish. Congratulations. For reference, Tonia is actually the name of a character that Mr. Miltendo is currently designing. Mr. Miltendo's character lore will actually have... Yes, Tonia will be a fine woman. He is sure that Tonia herself will be a fine woman that everybody will love. He is considering a voice actress, a real voice actress for Tonia in the future. What Mr. Miltendo will confirm about Tonia is that she is of a mixed race. She is of a mixed race, and she knows how to fight. Tonia knows how to work with different people. She is a well-connected woman. She is a hard nut to crack. Just so if you think about the Black Widow from Marvel Comics, you can think of Tonia that way. And basically, Tonia is a nickname. Tonia is not a mushroom. She is a human being. Now, the cat will now disappear, and Mr. Miltendo shall return to talk about the character before he returns to talk about his feedback on the Nintendo Direct.
Let me think. Sorry, I thought I unmuted myself. Okay. What I'm thinking is Tonia is mix Middle Eastern, mix Hispanic. The only thing I can think of is that her full name is Antonia something. One of the last names I'm considering for her is Navarez. Navarez? How do you pronounce it? How do you say it? Let me type it out. I cannot type this name. I think it's this one? Or like another way you can like spell it is like this way? And because she's Middle Eastern, I'm considering that she will also have like a middle name as well. Like, ooh, not, is that how, Narvaez? That's another way to spell it. That's interesting. Narvaez. Huh. Because you know how like some Middle Eastern people, they have like a middle name like Ibn La Ahba, you know? Those very strong sounding middle names. I've been thinking of something for Antonia, or Antonia as her full name is. Yeah. She is not a mushroom. She is a mixed Middle Eastern Hispanic. I don't know which Hispanic. I think for Middle Eastern, it's probably Egyptian. So Antonia is a mixed Egyptian, to be decided Hispanic, experienced woman. The reason why she is a hard nut to crack is because she's gone through enough PTSD, Vietnam flashbacks, that she is a difficult woman to crack open, to expose her vulnerable side to. So yeah, all I could say is that she is a character that's going to be part of my character story. So yeah, I have the female filter is what I can imagine how she would sound. I know someone in mind I would love to voice, to have her be voiced by. I'm gonna have to talk to this actor about it and see if she's down for it. So we'll see. I'm not gonna say who the actor is, and y'all may not know who she is either. But it is somebody I know, and I believe she's like actively voice acting now, just like how I am voice acting. But yes, for anybody who doesn't know, I also do voice acting, and I do have a voice acting website. It's called meltalksvo.car.co. I should actually make a command for this, to be honest. That's my official voice acting website. Y'all can see my education, my equipment, my current role credits. No, my VTuber does not count as a role credit, as much as I love for it to be. I mean, voice actors who are also VTubers don't even credit like their character as a credit, because technically it's not for a client. They're just representing themselves. But anyways, I was not giving a speech about like anything. I was basically talking about the new Pokemon game coming up, simply because we're going back into the land of Kalos. For anybody who owned a Nintendo 3DS, y'all play through Pokemon X and Y. And I owned Pokemon Y. I still have my copy of Pokemon Y. It's just a region, a Pokemon series that honestly got the best treatment in the anime so far. Because as they always do with Pokemon, they always cook more on the anime story than the game story. Now granted, there's some really deep writing in some of the Pokemon writing for the games. But oftentimes, they give like a more expanded, like more, how do I say this? A more grounded, a more fleshed out, I guess, story for Ash and the chosen troop for the anime. The only thing I'm just not settled upon is, I can open up YouTube real quick since the presentation's over, and we can talk about this real quick before I end stream, because I gotta get some rest. Alright, so this is the Nintendo Direct that already happened like literally 1 hour and 40 something minutes ago. Alright, so we can just go ahead and skip to the parts where I actually got genuinely excited. Okay, so I'm not gonna play the audio for this, like, for all of my streams. Okay, so what we started off with was the Dragon Quest remake for 1 and 2, they introduced a new character. I don't know if it's exclusive to this remake. Next we got a new game for the Somnium Files, for anybody who's following that RPG series. Then we have this action RPG. That's from the same team of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. It's called Raido, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, and apparently it's a remaster. Kind of interested, kind of for me. As far as like anything regarding the Shin Megami series is concerned, I'm more really into Persona. I heard Persona 4 might be getting remade though. I wonder if that will make Narukami, you know, have a hard-on. Oh man, I really wish I could have talked about that with the boy before he left, but of course, it's his birthday. Birthday boy needs his rest. There will be another time and day where we can talk about and speculate about that with him as the Persona 4 maestro himself. Next up, we also have... Oh yeah, this is Shadow Labyrinth. So here's the thing that's like making me laugh, is that you have a version of Pac-Man walking around, right? This is the new version of Pac-Man, by the way. And the Waka 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 circle. And something that got me laughing, we'll get to the footage eventually. I do like the gameplay that we're seeing so far. Here's this. Wait, it gets better. We merge with Pac-Man, and Pac-Man can still eat in this form. I'm weak. I am so weak. I don't know what they're cooking with this game, but it's just making me laugh so hard so far. Oh, man. I guess this is the future of Pac-Man, I guess. And dude can talk as well. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is one of the infamous animations we'll remember from, like, one of his original trailers. It's just, you have a big, shadowy Pac-Man just going to eat everything, like he's Venom. It certainly is a new direction. Oh, yeah, what is it? So, Patapon, this game was originally on the PSP for anybody who owned the PSP. Well-animated game. Not really too interested in it. It is a game that looks to be competing with Rhythm Heaven, but... Oh yeah, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Cozy game. I do enjoy my cozy games. And we can also glide in this game. So that's a nice little barrier breaking mechanic so you're not stuck within the confines of the map. Oh yeah, this is Metroid Prime 4. Okay, this is the game that kind of got my heart on. New footage. So let me go over the... so we have a new mechanic. We have psychic abilities. Right? So psychic abilities, this is the puzzle-solving mechanic of Metroid Prime 4. Here's like the clutch part, all right? If your aim is complete garbage... So what if your aim is complete garbage? You can literally fix it with psychic. Yep. Yep. Who cares if your aim... If you don't need aim simulation when you can literally just fix your aim with this mechanic. Oh, man. So, yeah. We're also known as the Chosen One, which got me laughing because I was predicting that line. New version of a Metroid. And before I take my trip to the bathroom, the other thing that got everybody's hard on is that Samus has a new suit. I don't know if it looks like a suit that we've seen before, but it kind of reminds me of like an edgy version of the Gravity suit. It's also the typical gamer color. Like literally, my computer is a black and red scheme as well. Anyways, let me take a quick bathroom trip, and then I'll continue talking about the Direct before I end stream. Did everybody enjoy the cat staring into their souls? Good. I now possess the cat. Just kidding. Yeah, so just to reiterate, not everybody in my character lore is a mushroom. I am literally a VTuber who landed in the human world as a weird mushroom thing. Anyways, so Metroid Prime 4, going over the psychic abilities mechanic. There's a new kind of like, it's one of those games where you're like the manager of a food stand, right? It's one of those food stand manager games, I'm calling it. This time for Disney, because, you know, Disney money. Cha-ching, cha-ching, ba-bling, ba-bling. Disney and Nintendo love to bounce off with each other for the family-friendly demographic. Okay, so. Nothing that interested me for the Disney game, because, once again, this feels kind of like a cash grab, if I'm being honest. This is a sim game, I guess. A very nice-looking 16-bit game where you, instead of being at Hogwarts, you're at another Magic Academy, and you could also potentially mingle with other students as well. The environments look pretty cute, very nice. Witchbrook definitely looks kind of nice. This is a hand-drawn animated game. I love hand-drawn animated indie games, 100%. And we also have, this is the Gradius game. I kind of grew up on the Gradius series. It's one of those classic, like, shoot-'em-up games, space station shoot-'em-up games. And then you have a new version of the Gradius game, Salamander 3. Interestingly enough, how they developed, like, Konami developed a new one specifically for this year, for this line of the Gradius series. Now we have, like, a Necrodancer game. In the style of, well, you know, the Necrodancers. In the style of typical tap-tap, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, if y'all are a fan of that kind of rhythm game, which I absolutely do adore, since I've grown up on these kind of games. And I have, I believe I have the Necrodancer game. Here we have the Tamagotchi game. This is called, that's the typical Tamagotchi mascot that everybody knows. Tamagotchi Plaza. So here's the thing. At the beginning, at the middle of the stream, at the end of the stream, there's basically two Tamagotchi games. There's Tamagotchi Plaza. It's pretty cute. Low-key might consider it, since like a lot of people grew up on the Tamagotchi series. Everybody owned the toys. I never did own one. But might be a neat thing. Oh yeah, Pokemon Legends Pizza. So here's what we've established. A lot of the gameplay, of course, which I don't agree with, is happening entirely in Lumio City. For anybody who doesn't know, Lumio City is in Pokemon, is a city in the region of Kalos, which is inspired by France in Pokemon X and Y, once again on the Nintendo 3DS days. Lumio City is the center of the region of Pokemon France. But what it looks like in this new version is that we're doing entirely all of our exploring, quote-unquote exploring, and activities within the city. As we can see here, it is a massive city. But my issue is that this region, the region of France, is more than the central city. I do appreciate them expanding the Pokemon world a little bit, but I feel like overall, it just feels kind of restrictive to just only explore in the city. Now here's the one new mechanic that they introduced. So, of course you can go on the rooftops. Now, this is where the fun happens. So there's no Pokemon trainers during the day when they show the daytime footage, right? It's because they come out at nighttime. Yeah. So this has become like a battle royale kind of thing. Or is the Za Royale. This is the new mechanic that they mentioned. So the day-night cycle makes a difference in the gameplay. So during the day, you go out and capture your Pokemon, and at nighttime is when you go out and do your trainer battles. And of course, the Mega Evolutions are back, I believe. Yep, Mega Alakazam is an example here. So, of course, this will get everybody's hard on because Mega Evolutions are back! Ba-ba-da-beam, bam-ba-da-boom. And there's Zygarde, but only in the 10% form because the dude is not in his final form yet. Literally not in the final form. And low-key kind of interested. Low-key kind of excited. Oh yeah, so this is the new Rhythm Heaven game. Rhythm Heaven... Whatchamacallit? Rhythm Heaven... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll just look at what a message that I sent on Discord. Rhythm Heaven Groove. Yeah. So, of course, people are excited for that. They announced this thing where you can now have a virtual game be transferable between, like, multiple systems, which is similar to an announcement they made about having the Nintendo app be downloadable now, so you get your Nintendo news on the phone through an app. And after that, it's just a slew of indie games that I kind of got interested in. High on Life is actually pretty trippy, but really fun to listen to. If anybody has played High on Life, by the way, I definitely hope you had a wonderful time. I don't have a copy of the game myself. I would love to own a copy of High on Life, for sure. But from the footage that I've seen and from what people are saying, it definitely seems and feels like a fun game. There was a game that I saw in this little gallery that they displayed called The King of Meat. It looked like a fun party game. Yeah, it looked like a fun party game. I don't know when it's releasing. I don't know if it's cross-progression, cross-platforming, cross-progression. And they have this one called Star Overdrive. Looks like an open environment game for exploration. City simulator game. Oh yeah, this is the one. King of Meat. It looks super fun. I really want to play with this with friends. I have a bunch of multiplayer games right now. Luz Lagoon looks pretty interesting. Reminds me of like a Hat in Time. That kind of feel to it. This looks like another party game. Oh yeah, Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life is also looks like a cozy game, but it's kind of like just a kid-friendly RPG. Yeah, we could call it that, a kid-friendly RPG for anybody who knows about the Fantasy Life series. And then we also have another Square Enix game because, of course, Square Enix loves to pump out different RPGs nowadays, whether it's a AAA RPG or one of these 16-bit style ones that y'all want to. If y'all want your retro feel RPG, then they have one in the form of Soga Frontier 2 Remastered. This is once again remastered. Then we have a puzzle game over here with Monument Valley, have 1, 2, and of course the third game is announced. We have a new golf game called Everybody's Golf Hot Shots with very cute character models. Also, I guess an equal competitor to Mario Golf that we already have on the Nintendo Switch. We have a new Marvel game in the form of Marvel Cosmic Invasion. If y'all love your city beat-em-up games, there is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that's in this style. The Scott Pilgrim game is also in this style. If y'all love that kind of game, we also have Marvel Cosmic Invasion for all of y'all who want your fill of Marvel gaming. If Ultimate Alliance 3 was not enough, or if Marvel Rivals is not enough for people. And this latest announcement that they made is the new Tamagotchi game. Called Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream with our Nintendo Miis. It is not a sequel to Miitopia, but maybe a successor to Miitopia. And then for some reason they decided to market somebody with a big head. But yes, if anybody remembers how you can have like, you know, speaking Miis and Miitopia and whatnot, and Tamagotchi Life, the previous one, I believe, on the Nintendo 3DS, yeah. This is the sequel. This is the successor. So y'all can start making some Tamagotchi Life memes again with the Nintendo Switch entry. So as far as anything that grabbed my attention goes, it was literally the new Pokemon footage, the new Metroid Prime footage, the Pac-Man game footage that got me Shadow Labyrinth, the Pac-Man game that got me laughing out loud. Okay, we don't need to repeat. The Story of Seasons game, that's pretty cute. I do love my cozy game nowadays. I do enjoy like streaming cozy games and feeling relaxed with cozy games. I I guess we could give an honorable mention to Raido Remastered, considering that I'm low-key trying to enjoy anything Persona or Shin Megami Tensei related. But yeah, as far as any other thoughts I have goes for the current Nintendo Direct, it wasn't the worst Direct. It was not really the most impactful either, because literally only 2 to 3 things grabbed my attention. Because as we can see right here, we don't have any news about the next console until next Wednesday. So I'll be having another stream for this specific Nintendo Direct, and we can all talk about and look at the Nintendo Switch 2 together. And if there's any more announcements about the Nintendo Switch 2, I will be having maybe a separate live stream for it whenever I decide to. Now that we got that out of the way. Okay. Alright, I'm no longer possessing a cat. Thank you once again, Narukami, for the raid. And thank you to everybody who could be able to stop by again from the raid. This was a short stream anyways. I just wanted to, like, literally do a stream, watch the Direct, and then talk about my thoughts of the program. Again, not the best, not the worst. At least there was, like, it wasn't complete trash. There was just full of third-party stuff. There was tech upgrades in general for Nintendo, but it is what it is. It is whatever they decided. Oh, alright, in any case, we gotta go ahead and raid somebody, right? So, for anybody who's sticking around the raid, this will be our raid message. Oh, before I forget, I forgot to give a shout-out to Narukami. Yeah. Here you go. I know he went to sleep, but here it is. There's your shout-out, dude. There it is, in all its fine glory. How a really nice action game should look. And
Hey,
it's one thing for an action game to have combat as well, but...
I thought I would get Sijuan just by saying, hey, I just got Sijuan, and then Sijuan literally comes by. Wouldn't that be really funny if I did one of those videos where I'm just like, see, look, I'm totally not scamming you. This is Sijuan. And I actually pulled Sijuan, just like that one video I did with, like, Dihya and, Nolo's weapon.
That was one of the random times we were all vibing with each other. Alright, who are we raiding? That's right. The raid message shall be Tendo Raid. By the way, guys, I need help. I have a VTuber campaign going on both Blue Sky and Twitter, and I need a lot of likes and retweets on it. So if y'all could be able to help me on it, that would be greatly appreciated. So here's the post on Twitter, and the post on Blue Sky is literally this one. My debut is going to be in May 2025, but I would like this model reveal to get off the ground with y'all's help, if possible. So I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. All you need to do is just literally like and retweet. I'm counting like every single reaction between both Blue Sky and Twitter. It is a joint campaign between Blue Sky and Twitter. I'll have an animated preview of the new model at some point on YouTube and TikTok, but for now, I just want us to have a wonderful, successful model reveal, a model reveal that I hope can help me with my networking and get us to like be mutual homies with numerous other VTubers and like-minded creators. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and raid a... Ooh, there is a streamer who I have not seen in a long time that she's just went live. You know what? I think I'll raid her, especially since we literally have not... She doesn't go live often anyways. Then again, I have a lot of streamers who don't go live often. I hear an echo myself. Sometimes I do that when I open my dashboard, my bad. I think I'll go ahead and raid, oh, Susie is live. Yeah. She's currently working on a puzzle right now, but she's also a game dev person that I know. She also helped to contribute to my voice acting and VTubing activities. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pay Susie a visit.
God, this is why I'm not allowed to stream. I just accidentally make really inappropriate jokes that definitely should not be recorded. I'm kind of skirting around them a little bit, but...
Remember, guys, the raid message is Tendo Raid. Oh yeah, before I forget, here are my socials and my Discord server whenever we have a Discord hangout before and after stream. If I'm not streaming, sometimes I would host a Discord hangout and I would ping everybody whenever I do a hangout. Oftentimes I do a hangout nowadays because I do want to spend time to connect everybody more. Yeah, I literally want to spend time to connect with everybody more, y'all. So that's why I'm like trying to pace my streams and schedule them a bit better, because I not only need to spend time on video editing and video stuff, I also want to spend time to literally connect with y'all more, from like a creator to their fellow audience. That's what we 100% would love. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot to thank Melvocado, but I don't think Melvocado is here anymore. There's a lot of people I forgot. I thought I didn't like thank. I really wish that I did though, but oh man. Twitch is being weird again. I'm pretty sure we have like more than 2 raiders. You know what? I'll do this first. I'll go ahead and end stream first, because maybe Twitch needs me to end the stream and then we'll have all the raiders in here, because that's what ends up happening. Whenever people raid nowadays, they, I don't think it's intentional. People might accidentally forget to like refresh the stream and keep the audio working and open on whatever machine they're listening to. So it's understandable. Twitch works funny sometimes too. I'll try to be back tomorrow for the Honkai Star Rail stream, because Honkai Star Rail's next stream is its anniversary stream. And as someone who's playtested Honkai Star Rail, maybe I should see if if the upcoming anniversary is going to be hype. If it's going to be super hype, worth being hyped up for, besides 2 new characters in the form of Caster Reach and the new Wind Erudition dude. But then again, I'm not a fan of erudition characters nowadays, because they'll always be power crept. But then again, unfortunately, Honkai Star Rail falls into major power creeping so easily. It's no stranger to power creeping itself consistently over patch after patch after patch. That's a whole nother tangent, a whole nother discussion for another day, y'all. The Nintendo Direct is done. I finished having my thoughts about it. If nobody else has any thoughts about like the games that I've reacted to, talked about, then we could call it here, because that's literally the point of this 2-hour stream that I did. So yeah, once again, I hope you'll please be sure to check out my pinned post on Twitter and Blue Sky. If y'all have Twitter or Blue Sky, I just literally need likes and reposts, reshares for my VTuber model reveal. And I think going into next month, I will go ahead and discount it. I can't replace the image in the original post, but I think I'll just discount it to, in total, 100 reactions, or maybe like 150 reactions between both platforms for the full model reveal. In any case, everybody, we hope y'all have a funktastic time zone, and I got no sport time to lose, so I'll get going, and maybe I'll catch y'all on the Honkai Star Rail stream, where I'll play some honkers afterwards. Once again, Origami, thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Birthday Boy. We hope you have a wonderful rest. And hope you all stay safe, healthy, supportive of each other, positive for each other. We hope y'all stay awesome towards each other. Y'all stay healthy, stay safe for sure. The last thing I want to hear is somebody making the headlines for an unfortunate incident. And we hope y'all stay hungry and hopeful for the rest of 2025, for the rest of your favorite games to be released, for a successful VTuber debut for May 2025, and hopefully one day for the end of bankruptcy, the end of COVID, the end of inflation, the end of COVID, the end of inflation, the end of homelessness, the end of unemployment, and the end of anything else that will ruin your health and well-being. This is Mr. Miltendo signing out for now as his closing thoughts, since I believe we're done talking about the Nintendo Direct if nobody else has any input besides Horizon, who was here earlier. Alright, take care everybody. I'll be back for Honker's Star Rail on the next stream.